Hey there cherries, it's Jess here from A Cherry on Top, and today's video is for our March YouTube hop. The theme of this hop is monochrome, and I was inspired by the new palette collection that Tim Holtz is coming out with. So he has this orange set that I'm using, and I decided to go with the orange set because of a fox sticker that I had, and you'll see that in a little bit. So I started with cutting up one of the papers from the orange palette collection, and now I am moving onto my page. I'm working in a Dina Wakley media journal, and I absolutely love this journal because it has different page types. So on the left side it is a watercolor page, and I'm really playing up with that texture with how I'm using these sticks and cakes to put watercolor on, and I'm just making it really messy. I'm having fun, and I'm mostly sticking with the orange colors. I tried the red a little bit and the yellow a little bit, but they were too outside of the orange, so I ended up covering up a bit. And then I had paint all over my fingers, so I got into a little bit of finger painting to clean them off. And then I will set this aside, let it dry for a little bit, and move back to all of those pieces from one of the papers that I cut. I like the vintage look that these have, and I'm playing that up even more by inking up the edges with some Distress Oxide and then using a distressing tool to get them even grungier and older feeling. I think this adds a lot of texture and depth to these pieces. You can already see the difference with the before and after. You could really use whatever color Distress Oxide that you wanted. I ended up using the Ground Espresso. I debated on using an orange, but I decided to go a little darker with it just so these would sit in the background a little bit more. And now I am arranging them on my page. I am just filling them in where I thought they would fit. And then after moving them around a little bit, I decided to do a bit of a diagonal moving up my page. Once I got them all in a place that I liked, I got to gluing. I am using Nouveau Deluxe adhesive and really trying to make it to the edges so none of these corners are going to be curling up. I know I wanted to add layers on top of these, so that's why I want them to stick down more flat on the page. Now I'm going to go over them with this stencil and some terracotta stencil butter. I thought terracotta was perfect because it's a more muted shade of orange, and I thought it would help make all of these sit in the background a little bit more. And I'm just kind of going along the diagonal of my page and working it up that way. And I'm adding this on both sides of these pages. I get questions all the time about how do I use this different type of paper. Like the type of paper on the right side is actually more of a canvas, and really I use it the same as I would use any other type of paper. So I'm not treating it any different than the watercolor paper on the left side of my page. Now I am looking through this antiquarian sticker book. It is such a cool book. We just got all of these sticker books in, and they're so much fun to look through and use stickers from. So this is the fox sticker that I was talking about that helped inspire the colors that I chose to use from this page. And I'm going to grab other stickers from there and just look around for all orange things. I had some pieces of the Field Notes collection from Art and Creative Studio out on my desk, so I grabbed some oranges from there as well. And then I'm really filling in with more stickers. I'm trying to keep it mostly butterflies and flowers, and I was able to find quite a few oranges to use. And it works really well because the sticker book is so huge. I did have a lot of options. I love having some type of words or phrases on my art journal pages, and I've been really loving using these typed ledgers from Dina Wakley, and that is also what I'm adding on here. Now I grabbed the PET tape, again from the Field Notes collection, and I thought this would add some nice blacks and still more floral elements, so I'm adding that a little bit here and there as well. I love to be a bit more maximalist with my journal pages and just really have fun and throw at it as much as I can. And I also think that with this being a monochrome page, I can add a lot more than what I would typically add, and that's just because all of them are the same color, so it isn't getting too overwhelming on your eyes. Once I added these, I decided I really liked how the black was looking and decided to push this further and add some more of the PET tape. This is like some film strips, and I thought it would help anchor the page a bit. So I'm adding some in this bottom corner, and then I'll add some in the top as well, and I think it still goes nicely with the diagonal that I'm creating, and again, it adds a bit more darkness to the page as well. I absolutely love how this tape looks. I like that it's see-through, and so I can still see all of the mixed media and the layers behind it. I think it's a really fun one to add on here. And then, of course, with an art journal page, I love to add some splatter, so I'm just mixing up some white acrylic paint with water and watering down that paint so it's a nice consistency for splattering. I've been using this silver brush. It's a long handle silver brush paintbrush, and I love it for splattering. I think the long handle really helps. So that's pretty much it for this page. I love how it turned out. Let me know what you think, and then also make sure to leave a comment and go check out all of the other videos in the hop as well to be entered to win a $25 A Cherry on Top gift card. Thanks for watching.